Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Buffalo Picker coming at you with another show on Friday night. I have with me the Glass City Pickers. I have John from Nevermore Antiques and Ron from Burgundy Sales. I have been a part-time reseller for 2.5 years. I am a full-time fellow employee, and I also retired military. I'm going to turn it over to the panel. Let them go ahead, panel.
We're Glass City Pickers. I'm Tanya. This is Chris. I'm a full-time nurse and full-time reseller.
I'm a full-time reseller. Full-time reseller.
Feels that way this past couple weeks.
Not punching no clock, but with guys and resales. That's it. Guide and resales. No other clock.
All right.
Glass City Pickers, y'all.
Okay, John, you can go ahead and lead it off.
Hey everybody, this is John from Nevermore Antiques, and I am a full-time reseller. Me and my wife resell. We're from the great state of Missouri, and we have 3 kids. We own a farm, some cows, some chickens, and our life is pretty simple. So we buy stuff, flip it, make some money. I've been doing this since I was, no joke, probably 7 years old. So it's my life. It's everything I ever wanted to do and more.
For sure. What's up? Ron Burgundy.
Hey, what's up? So I'm Burgundy Sales on YouTube, Ron in real life, and I just do whatever I can, man. I'm a hustler. I work full-time as a software engineer, and part-time I do the eBay thing, I do the Shipped and Instacart thing, and I try and do YouTube videos on the side. So, whatever I can to possibly keep myself busy.
Right. All right, so tonight, like we do on our normal format, is we basically tell a little bit about what we accomplished over the week, and we create a couple of talking points. And the talking points tonight is, how's your resale business surviving through limited resources, with the thrift stores being closed, no yard sales, no garage sales, no estate sales. And also, what advice would you give a new reseller trying to start or contemplating on starting a resale game? So those will be our 2 talking points. And of course, we have question and answers. If anybody posts a question inside the comment, we'll turn it over to the guest for tonight. And if need be, we'll also jump in as well. We're not trying to put anybody on the spot here. And like I said on all my shows, this show here, we don't envy no reseller. We are all here for one reason, and that is to thrive in our business and make money. Also, too, at the end towards the end of the show, we do our custom. It's become custom now. A show and tell. So, guys, I know I didn't mention this, but y'all been watching the show for a minute. We do a show and tell. So if you have any items you want to show, whether it's in your eBay store or you planning on putting it in your eBay store, or something that you just sourcing and you think it's a good find or whatever, just any little backstory you want to tell on an item, then feel free to jump in and show what you got. And then, of course, we're going to close out the show. So we'll go ahead and kick off. Well, before I get to that, let me give a shout out to the chat room. I appreciate you, Landshaw Picker, for coming out. Triple OG, Triple G. Brittany Brands, we appreciate you coming out.
Thrift
Beast, CQ. Glass City Picker. Okay, y'all. I see y'all popped up in there. Story Auction Pirate, Reseller Man. I did see, didn't Kevin? Okay, Thrift and Lounge.
Kevin's in there, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Kel, you definitely can pop on the show whenever you like, man. No problem. What are sales? If I miss anybody, we're gonna go back through and make sure we give you all a shout out. So we'll start with the first talking point and then move on from there. And like I said, in the green room, guys, just feel free to talk about whatever you want to talk about. The talking points is just to kind of keep us moving, keep the flow going, but you can discuss whatever you feel. So we'll start out with the first talking point, and then we'll move on from there. And that would be how's your resale business surviving during limited resources?
Who want to jump on that one? You want to jump on that one?
How's our business doing?
How's your sales going?
They're going. It's like it's Christmas and the Tooth Fairy came and birthdays, all in one.
Hanukkah, all that. Yeah,
honestly, it's through the roof right now.
Yeah. So,
Right.
We had to adapt and make some changes. Instead of sending stuff in, I should say, to Amazon for FBA, we're doing merchant fulfilled, and that's why I said I'm full-time nurse and I'm a full-time reseller, because we have in the last 3 weeks shipped out over 200 and some items. I mean, it's just every day it's going.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been a blessing. Yes,
Yeah,
it's been a blessing.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining at all, but it's been great. eBay's been pretty good. It's probably maybe we don't do as hot on eBay, so maybe 3 or 4 products a week, maybe.
I think this week I could say it's been we just sold 7 products.
This week was a good week. So, we did. And we still do pretty good over internationally. So I just shipped out actually today 2 products that are international. I did not ship it out today. It's still in the garage. I got to do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Yesterday you sent that out.
No.
It was today. Yeah, it was today.
It was today. I wrapped it.
Yeah. What about the record player? We killed. I showed the record player the other day, Buffalo.
Right.
So
it sold the next day.
Gone the next day.
What's going on, Rise and Grind Picker? Appreciate you coming out, brother.
So,
what's up, Shane?
But for that question, man, right now though, that question is a beautiful thing over here for the Glass City Pickers, man. I'm looking the transition, the pivoting, the fadeaway, all that, man, has been wet. I've been doing the Jordan around here, so I'm feeling good about it. You know what I mean? We winning. You see what the shirt say, you see what the hat say. We winning. You know what I mean? So, hey, God is good, man. That's all I can say about
it.
God.
Amen.
Right. All the time.
Yes,
what about you, Ryan?
Well, I'm coming from a much smaller operation, right? I've did it for about 10 or so, 11 or so months into the whole eBay game. So it's been a lot of growing inventory and reinvesting. And lately I've noticed that I'll have a crazy good day where, normally I get maybe 20 to 50 bucks in sales a day. Yeah. I'll sell 1 or 2 items as of everything that's been going on in the world. But out of nowhere, I'll just have a $200 day, and then I'll have a $100 day, and then it drops back down, and I wait a couple days, and then it's oh, here's another $200 day, and I'm I don't even remember half the stuff that they're buying. They're off my store. I when everyone was talking about the Wiis, I started listing a ton of Wiis. I cleared myself out because I've just accumulated so many. I'm a video game collector on the side. That's kind of how I got into this whole hobby. So I find a lot of video game systems that I don't necessarily need, and the Wiis were just stacking up, man, because I couldn't bother to sell some of them because it would be so much work. But then I saw I think a lot of Josh's video, or it was someone who just sold a ton of Wiis. And I was I need to do this right now. And it's just been crazy.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
How many Wiis did you have?
I had a stack of 6 or 7. A couple of them had bad disk drives, but then I also had a complete in-box Wii sitting on my shelf that I hadn't done anything with. And then the rest of Wii stuff, I've been doing real good with controllers too. I try and bundle when I can, but got a lot of stuff laying around. Not anymore though.
Nice.
Okay, John, what about you?
Well, we only sell on eBay. I don't do Amazon. I tried Mercari for a little bit and just didn't get any traction over there.
Right.
But we do pretty good. We're setting at about $7,000 for the month. And on eBay, but we keep about 1,500 items listed, and I just sell a wide variety of type of stuff. And I don't know. I think that we're doing okay. I think that what it is, people are bored. They've got cabin fever, and they're looking for things to entertain themselves. And I've heard that the Wii boards, the Wii Fit boards are doing well. Puzzles are doing great. Stuff that's like the Nintendo Switch, all of those items are just like murdering it. But unfortunately, I have none of that stuff. I remember back whenever I was probably closer to Ron's age, I used to be the video game guy too. But like one time I had no joke. I had probably 30 Super Nintendo consoles, and I was picking them up. That was back in the day when I was picking them up for like $10. And I'm like, I just stacked them and just had a wall of video game consoles and sold it all at what I thought was a good market. And now I'm just thinking, man, if you had that stuff today, holy crap, you'd be killing it. But I think it's just important right now for people just to list. I think it's also important for merch fulfill people to not get too deep. I was talking to my buddy Shane. You just got to play it cautious right now. And I think that you don't want to get too deep and because as soon as, as me and Shane's been talking, as soon as they open that FBA back up, a lot of that stuff might not sell as good anymore. But it's just amazing. Like I said, it's a weird time to be alive, but a great time to be alive.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Any day I wake up breathing, it's a good day.
That's right. And you know what, brother? If you don't wake up, it's still going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day somewhere else.
Right. Yeah. So for me, and I definitely take heed to that caution that you just mentioned, John. Shane and I was discussing that the other night about the FBM fulfilled by merchant. You gotta watch the trends. You gotta stay on the timeline, because if you don't, you can get caught out there. You can go and buy all these goods, and then the next day, just with a short, sweet email, Amazon can hit you up and say, hey, start back shipping in.
Right.
And then you're trying to figure out what you're going to do with that merchandise you just purchased the day before. So my solution to that, and this is just Buffalo Picker solution, is what I try to do is when I go out and make a purchase, like what I'm doing now on FBA, FBM, is I kind of test the market. So if I go in the store, as soon as I make that purchase, I list it right there before I get out of the parking lot, because what I want to do is I want to see how fast that item is selling before I get home or get to my next stop. And basically what that tell me is, if I don't have enough, go get a couple more, go get 10 more, go get 20 more, whatever, depending on how fast it's selling what I just listed. So and the method to my madness is I just list 25 items, and I was while you was basically talking, it reminded me to go back to Amazon and see what the products was doing. And this example, the method to my madness right here is, I just actually got home right before this show, and I listed those products. So this is where I'm at in sales on those products that I just purchased from the stores. So wow. That's my method of trying to stay above, the timeline and trying to stay within the trend, so that if that call do come, my stuff is already sold. Right. And I ain't sitting on a garage full of inventory and stuck, So basically, for me, Glass City Pickers and myself, we kind of use the same blueprint for what we're doing. We had to make the adjustment once Amazon came out with the change. So we just basically knew that, items that we wasn't accustomed to selling, we had to figure out, how to sell it and where we could find it. And that's what we did. So the numbers been great, but like you said, you definitely have to stay, you use the word of caution and stay, in the trend and watch that timeline, because you definitely can get caught up.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. Because every time we going in these stores right now, I'm trying to find something that I can sell when they do open up too.
Right.
I'm not just going to get the things that we've been, grinding on. I'm trying to find some stuff when they do open back up. I'm ready to send it. You know, it ain't just that simple. They ain't hold my hand telling me I can't go to the clearance aisle. They ain't
Right.
hold my hand telling me I can't go over there and see if I could find something that's down below that they didn't put on something and then mark down and we can get. That's
Right.
what I'm trying to do too. So
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't know how many Walmarts that people have in their area, but you definitely want to go out there. I went to maybe 4 today outside of the normal stores that I hit, and they got a lot of toys and electronics and clearance. You know, not saying that in every region or every Walmart, but the ones I've been into, I had to leave some stuff in there because I know that is not my focus right now. I bought some of it so that I can have for Q4,
Right.
but you know, my focus is trying to get stuff that's going to do a quick flip for FBM, and you know, on the other hand, as well, hold on to some of my capital so that you know I can be in the game when this is all said and done. These stores start opening back up.
Right. Right.
so hey, can I ask? Let me ask. What's up, Kel?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
How
Kevin.
you doing?
How you
What's
doing?
up?
Everybody good? Okay, all right. What's up, Kale?
How
Welcome
you
to the
doing?
show. Doing well, man.
So hey,
Yeah, I haven't been on the show. I think I was on on Texas Treasures last night for like 10 minutes. That's all I had time for. I was just I got all my stuff packed up in the car, all my work equipment, all my computer and everything, because I was like, it was either me call out sick, fake, and I was like, I don't think I should do that. I'll get in trouble. He's gonna be like, dude, you're working from home anyways. So I picked all my stuff up and we drove up about 3 hours north to Gainesville. That's where I'm at now, at my girlfriend's parents' house on the back porch.
Gainesville, what? Gainesville, Georgia, or Florida?
How you guys doing?
He's in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah, Florida.
Yeah. We were just talking about, you know, I don't know if you heard the discussion, but we basically was talking about, you know, how your business surviving right now during the you know, the limited resources out here, that especially for people that like to go to thrift stores and garage sales and estate sales.
Man, I hate them thrift stores shut down.
I just went today, dude. I was like, you guys know me, I'm a hustler at heart, right? That's why I got my boy addicted to hustles. He sent me a shirt, so I promised him I'd wear it. So I went and I was working, and while I was working, man, I was just so bored. I'm on the phone. You know, you guys know me. I'm always looking for a hustle. So I was on Facebook Marketplace because I felt like, I don't know, maybe Craigslist is dying. I feel like there's more better stuff on Facebook, and it used to be the opposite back when I used to do the sniping from like Craigslist and stuff, where I felt like Craigslist was better than Facebook Marketplace. But I think it's done a 180 where I think Facebook Marketplace is kind of owning Craigslist right now.
Yeah.
So I was on there, and dude, like this, there was this listing with about 8 vintage jackets for $5-10 around the corner. And I'm like, man, this is really, you guys know Hudson's Bay, Hudson Bay, they have like a Hudson Bay makes blankets.
Right.
You've seen those? Well, I saw a jacket. It was this really gorgeous wool jacket. It's in my car. And they had it for $5. So I bought like 10 pieces and I gave them $50. This stuff I should make up $100 off, or at least $400 or $500 off. But I was like, man, even hustling like this right now in this time and going out in a different place and just picking up your Facebook Marketplace really doesn't matter. You know, you can do anything right now too. So
money talks right now too. If you have money, you can definitely go out and make deals. I mean, there's so much stuff. You're starting to see it right now. There's starting to be stuff that's appearing on Facebook Marketplace because people are not sure when they're going to have a yard sale or whatever. And if you start making posts, I use PicMonkey. Anybody out there that does YouTube, PicMonkey is the absolute best program for creating thumbnails and like advertisements on YouTube and advertisements on Facebook. I use it to create images for my Instagram. And I make little posts up saying, look, I'll buy your old computers. I had a person, I put an APB out the other day buying old computers computer systems. I had a
Yeah.
lady send me a thing. She had an old Dell, one of those Alienware computers, looks like the alien head off of the movie Alien, of course. And like, she's like, oh, I want 40 for it. I'm like, I'll give you 20 because I was looking for whole computers. And
Yeah.
that thing sells for over $100. So
yeah,
like,
those are the vintage Alienware before Dell bought them, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah,
those are,
yeah,
that's when
yeah.
they were cheap. Like
Yeah.
those things. That's because I built. You can build it yourself. So it's back in the day. It's what I did was I built myself an Alienware gaming system.
Yeah,
And but now they're like ridiculous money. They're insane.
Yeah.
I see them in Walmart. They sell them in Walmart now. It's like wow.
Yeah, they're hard
charge
to.
so much too.
Yeah.
For the parts in them.
Yeah, I bought a laptop yesterday. Anything with Windows 95, Windows 98 on it is money right now. I bought a Dell laptop yesterday. It's in my video that I put out. I paid $5 for that. It's sitting right up front here in the store. If that thing boots up, it's a $200 bill.
Dude,
because people need those old Windows 95, 98 computers. I sell them all day long. And if you get the small ones, they're so easy to ship. And FedEx, they're just forget about it. They're cheap.
Yeah.
I bought my kids those when they were little.
Yeah.
Mini Dells, right?
Yeah. Mini compact, mini Dell. Yeah, what was the one that looked like the cow? Gateway. Yeah, those sell really good. Yeah, but that's just one thing that you can be looking for right now. Like there's so much. We went and actually bought. I did a video about it, and I'm not trying to plug my channel, but this is a cool item that we just bought. I just went and bought my son his very first car. We paid $1,700 for a 1993 Mustang LX convertible. I don't know if you guys remember the movie Menace to Society, but I grew up. I love that movie. And the protagonist or the antagonist, however you want to look at him in the movie, had a green 93 GT 5.0 with Dayton's on it. They were green wires. I loved that Mustang. Yeah, I love that Mustang. And I ended up we ended up buying this car. So I went and found a set of pony wheels on it for $125. That's a $5,000 car right now. Yep. If you're right, man, it ain't Craigslist anymore, but you gotta be quick.
Marketplace.
You gotta be quick, and you gotta have that money in your hand. And you tell people, "Don't you hold it? I'm on my way." And you make that choice. You buy it, and man, there's so much money to be made out there. Oh, and Ron,
I feel like
your channel is awesome, bro. I love your thumbnails. I just went and subscribed. That's awesome. You do a good job.
Thanks, man.
It's great.
I feel like it's starting to dry up though. In our area in Florida, man, I feel like it's starting to the good deals are drying up quickly because like
you gotta
the longer
be quick.
we go on this lockdown, yeah. Well, it's not even that. It's just it's few and far between. It's so hard right now compared to like any other day of the week. Besides before the virus, we could find deals. Now it's starting to get a little more scarce. That was the only thing I found around here. Gainesville. I mean, it's a college haven where University of Florida people get to go. There's really not much.
This is what I will say about Craigslist though. So I'm coming at it more so from a finding stuff to add to the collection perspective. But when I'm hunting for video games, especially in times like similar to now where yard sales might not be around or whatever's going on, if I want to still find those items, whether it's for resale or for adding to the collection, my biggest thing, and this is like the pro tip that a lot of people don't do yet, is just making ads saying that you buy these items, because that's networking with like I met a guy and I didn't have enough money for what he had, but he bought storage units. He had like boxes upon boxes of PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, like all this.
Wow.
I didn't have enough money for it though, right? I had like $200. So I met up with my friend, who's also a collector, and we piled together our money and ended up getting like probably 2,000 plus games for $400.
Holy crap, Ron, that is awesome.
But it's like it wasn't cheap stuff too. It was like Sega Saturn. We got some 32X games in there. Like,
oh my gosh,
crazy stuff.
Some of those are money. Right, some of those PS1 games are money.
No, yeah, and I actually a bunch of the PS1 games went to me because I managed to convince my friends that I was more interested in the PS1 stuff.
You take that Sega stuff. That's funny. You ever watch the Angry Video Game Nerd? That guy is a legend. I love his videos.
Yeah, his
Hey guys,
humor
let me
is-
give a shout out to the chat room. I want to thank everyone for coming out to see our show tonight. Eric Hart Sales,
Black Lotus card.
Jennifer Hayes,
Who's
Eric
been
in
Eric?
Ohio, Callie Picker. What's up, Callie Picker?
Calais.
Simply
I got
Water,
a
Donna Mays Adventures, Denise. Okay, I think I got everybody. Hey, appreciate you all coming out. Thanks for
you missed one. Danny May says to wrench storage auction pirate. He's a good guy. So wrench storage auction pirate. Dana May says. Danny
Yeah,
May.
he is a good guy. That guy finds some amazing stuff. These storage locker
Yeah.
buyers are freaking. Their videos,
they're
I can't
killing
even
it.
watch them because I get mad. Not mad that they're finding cool
I
stuff.
know.
Mad that I'm not
That we
finding
can't
the
find it.
stuff. Yeah. Like there's no. I live in small town Missouri. There's no storage lockers.
Well,
Yeah.
if you, I don't know if you watched us back, man. We have the best of the best, man. I feel like he is our boy. He came on the same video with me. Devil Dog Treasures, man. That dude, the dude will go across the country to pick up his storage auction buys. It's insane.
That's crazy.
What does he have,
Hey,
like a 50,000 foot warehouse? Isn't it that Richard has?
Yeah, exactly.
It's huge.
Exactly.
Insane.
Hey, speaking of videos, did everybody see Birkin sales video where he was doing the rap?
The way he was singing, yeah, I saw
I
that.
got it. That's funny.
I was like, man, that is different. Okay.
Well,
I
okay.
just.
I have a question. Eric in Ohio asked John about the Black Lotus card he found. What's the Black Lotus card?
I had found. I bought some stuff at auction, and I don't want to get into it too much because it's a video that I'm putting out. But
Look, it's Eric's fault. He threw you under the bus.
I was on Bearded Picker's channel one night, and I was like, "Hey, I bought some Magic the Gathering cards, and the things at home, and I have this. It says Sam's Cards, and then there was a binder, and I was flipping through it, and I had taken some pictures." Or I did a video, real quick video, and I like, this is the Magic the Gathering cards. And next thing I know, I'm getting messages from people. Some people wanting to buy them because I didn't know what I had, and other people telling me. One of them, I'll give a shout out to Nate. That guy is straight up. He is an honest guy because he's messaging me going, "That's an $8,000 card. That's an $8,000. This is this and this is that." And he's helping me, and I got other sellers going, "Hey, would you take $500 for that binder?" I'm not going to name their names, but I will give Nate a shout out.
Oh, that's
Which
funny.
Nate?
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Nate, I'm having a brain fart right now. Are you in the chat?
Addicted to
Nate?
Hustle? Or
No,
sorry,
no.
Every Day I'm Hustling?
Every Day I'm Hustling, yeah. And I just know him as Nate because he's a buddy of mine. I don't know people's. I like call people by their real name. But he's like, yeah, this card's this and this card's that. So I've been going and sat down and do a video, but I bought the Mustang, and then I had a couple really interesting buys. And I'm like, it's going to take some work to sit down and do a video over this, and then I'm going to go talk to a Magic.
It's always
person.
Yeah,
thing
doesn't want you to spoil too much of your video. He's saying.
And I'm just hoping that it's real, but I'm going to tell you,
the whole video.
I'm doubtful.
We will all be tuned in.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing that freaks me out that I want to ask you, because the big thing with Magic the Gathering, especially the expensive cards, is they're expensive because they're good for play. Right,
Yeah.
So there's collectors, but then also people just want to use them.
Yeah.
So they'll create proxy cards a lot. Do you know if it's a proxy yet, or like do the colors look all right?
I have no idea. I played a little bit with some friends years ago, and like you got to imagine I'm 40, so I believe that like I was in the beginning. Like I used to work over across the street at Pizza Hut over there as a waiter. And those guys played.
Now you own across the street.
Yeah, now I own the building across the street. Yeah, and I was like, I would play with them just a little bit because they were cool dudes and I wanted to fit in. And like, I don't know anything about them, so like, I buy them because I know they can be money. And I bought these at an auction for $5. And let me tell you, I'm with you, Ron. I think they're not real. I'm going to be honest. I don't think they're real, but we're going to work this video through. and
Well-
we're going to just look at them. And the thing is, if I could find somebody that was a legit new Magic the Gathering, we could get in a hangout like this and look through them and put a video together. And the video is going to get some views, probably. I don't know. But if it's done right, it could get some views. So if anyone in the chat knows Magic and wants to come on with me, maybe do a video pre-recorded and then we upload it, then maybe we can collaborate on something like that. But I'm not excited about it because
I hope they're real for you.
they look too good.
Hey man, if they're real, you might be on a news story. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Drop you an offer.
I've bought one of my best finds ever was I was at an auction and I got kicked out of this comic book group because I found an Amazing Fantasy number 15 and the owner of the group was so angry that I found that comic book he kicked me out because people were just going nuts because it's the first appearance of Spider-Man in a comic book. It's a holy grail. It's like I've got a video on my channel that like shows me flipping through each page of it, and it was the coolest thing I ever found. But unfortunately, the Amazing Fantasy part was gone because they had ripped it off and then they'd send that back in so they would get credit for the book. And so I ended up selling the book for like $4,000 and I paid $27 for it at auction. But it was a crazy story. Like I find neat stuff, but sometimes I'm not very good at telling stories. I need to get better at that.
As you guys know, I've been on a lot more teen even YouTube. I've just been doing stuff on Instagram a lot. I saw your post you put up a few days ago with that it looked like an Indiana Jones hat out front or a jacket out front.
Yeah.
What were those pics?
What was it now?
What was What was that jacket?
It's actually right over here. I'll show it when we do our show and tell. That was one of the items I was going to show. It's an oiled jacket. I don't exactly know what it's called, but it's like a jacket that's got an oil coating on the outside of it. It's like water resistant. It's got a wool lining, and it was in my video that I just put out like yesterday. It's a gorgeous jacket. It's awesome. And that mannequin dummy, I'll give you guys that thing that it was on. I paid $3 for that at the antique mall, and I got it 30% off. So that's
a good price, awesome. Man. The antique mall, man, I can't ever find stuff like that. My antique mall is priced retail plus.
Antique
that's
malls,
how it is down there.
Antique malls. Go to the flea markets. Those are the ones you go to.
They're starting to die off though.
Yeah,
because they're starting to pay so much money per square per booth.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's insane. It's insane, and it's like, dude, like a lot of people that go in there, they're shopping. Maybe a lot of them are shopping to resell, and if you don't, I mean, it's just your stuff's just sitting there, you know. And then you have to always go in there and move your inventory around before it gets stale. I mean, you're lucky you did it the right way, Nevermore. You know, I like your store is amazing. It's always full of different things, man.
That's the thing is you price it cheap, and I don't want to take over the whole show because I want my man Ron to talk.
No, man, go ahead.
This guy's because I think that he probably has a lot to say. But the thing is,
Ron?
Yeah, Ron. No, but what I'm saying though is that like it's everybody wants to go into a place they want to buy something. So this has always been my rule of thumb and how I've always been successful is that I take my booths or my store and I sprinkle it full of items priced between $2 and $10, and then that's full. Most of the items are $2 to $10, sometimes 12, 15. But then I sprinkle the items with items like that are really expensive. Like if you see that coffee box right there on top, I've got $400 on that. That is a Ruth Homeyer coffee box. And I bought that for $100 at an online auction and nobody knew what it was. And I can't find another one like it. It's a 100-pound coffee box and it's from the late 1800s or early 1900s. And I'm probably low on my price. But you put stuff like that in your store, and then some rich guy walks in. He goes, "My wife wants that for our kitchen," and I'm like, "Let me get that down for you, sir. I'm here to be of service."
Yeah. Have you ever thought about doing your videos structured like a Craigslist hunter? I would love to. Because I feel like I like his structured stuff. He's a lot of like electronics, not really into the stuff that I'm into. But you're exactly the hit of exactly where I think most of the eBayers that are into vintage stuff is more apt to watch.
I suck at YouTube. I am not good. I'm not. Like, I don't know why. I wish I was. But, like, I see people that are just so successful. And, like, I envy those people. And I
Just
love
put-
that they're successful, because I hope my video shows up right after their video. Like, I hope every time somebody watches a Cincinnati picker that it's a John Nevermore Antiques video, or Kevin Commonwealth Picker or someone like that, because there's a lot of people that are successful in the community, but I can't figure it out. I've tried. I've got 650 videos.
I would just say start just putting a film, just exactly how Craigslist Hunter does it. Because no offense, between you and him, I'm more apt to watch your stuff because I'm more geared towards your stuff. And I think a lot of people are more geared towards that, and they're not more geared towards electronics and stuff like that. They're more geared towards the stuff that you pick up.
Well,
you know what
I'm
I mean?
going to start doing more going out, and I'm going to say this and I'll be done talking for a minute. I'm going to start going out. I'm going to go out and dig in barns and dig in old houses. And that's kind of the way I want to go with my channel. And that's why I just spent, and anybody that's looking, like, I bought a GoPro Hero 8. Now is the time to buy one of these on their website. They're taking $100 off. And at Walmart right now, if you even want to buy the GoPro Hero 7, they're $227 at Walmart. They've been marked down. And the Hero 8 is now $300. No trade-ins, no nothing. And this thing is a freaking game changer. Like, the hyper smooth audio, awesome.
I got mine. The one I did if you go back and you see the video, I did the garage sale, the most recent garage sale. That's all done. The first time I've ever used a GoPro was the GoPro 8. It is because I did all my research for the 8, the 5, and the 7, the 5, and then the 8, and I was like, that hyper smooth 2.0. There's no way I was going to go to 7 or 5, man, because that thing is just, it's consistent and it's beautiful. And then I also got a bunch of stuff. I got the clip on for the front of it. I got the aluminum case where I can put, and I also have an extended, so I don't use the regular GoPro mic. I have a 2 or a millimeter that slides in the front of it.
Yeah.
And it's a regular mic, and man, that thing is crisp.
Yeah. On your 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can show you all the.
I had one, but I freaking broke it like an idiot. And at the time, they were hard to get, and it was $100 to replace it. So,
yeah, I have a GoPro 8 as well, and that's the only thing I don't like about the GoPro 8. It's hard to find like components to go with it. You gotta, I mean, if you do get it, you're on a waiting list, or you gotta wait like 2-3 weeks to get stuff. So that's the only thing I don't like. Now the camera itself, I love the camera.
Yeah, but what I would do is, if you guys want me to show you what I got, I have it right. I brought it all with me because I was going to film some stuff when I come up here, more of like a GoPro
7 and a GoPro 8.
What was that, Kelly?
What's that, Kelly?
So what's different? What's the difference between a GoPro 7 and a GoPro 8?
The 7, yeah, the 7 has heating issues, overheating issues, and the Hyper Smooth 2.0
and the mic. The mics, the GoPro mic alone is better than the 7, but I got the external mic with the 7.
And the mic,
which is absolutely insane.
Now, when is the GoPro 9 coming out? And if it's coming out soon, that might be dropping $250. GoPro 8 might be $99.99.
You know how they do it, Callie. You know how they do
it. The 9 will probably come out
in September,
October.
The prices drop, I'm going to get my GoPro 3.
I'm good, man. This right here, I can see myself having this for at least another 3 to 4 years.
It's my first GoPro, and I love it.
Yeah.
I traded in that camera I had, the M50, that I paid $600 for, because I felt my phone did work better than it. It's a mirrorless camera that all the vloggers, YouTube vloggers were using, but I just felt like my camera, my Note 10, better, and it is better. If you see the video where I did the lenses, that's on my phone, and it's like super crisp, and the background's blurred out. The effects on it's sick. But the GoPro, it's exactly what I wanted it for. So I can go to the yard sales and the thrift stores and everything else with it, and not have to worry about, does this look awkward? I'm in an estate sale, and they're going to think I'm trying to steal stuff by putting my phone next to their stuff and taking pictures and stuff. But the GoPro, you're just nice in the street.
Hey, Ron, not to cut you off, Cam. Hey, Ron, what kind of stuff you use for your videos? Because you be having some interesting videos too, man.
Yeah, I mean, I was using my phone, and then I picked up a Hero 7, And I used that for like one day, and then you know what happened. So I was done going to yard sales for a little bit. But other than that, like
Yeah.
what I'm going through right now, what I'm going through right now is Sony A6000 DSLR. Definitely don't recommend it because there's just so many. I mean,
Learning curve.
I don't hate the quality, but there's so many like issues hardware wise. Like if you go with the later Sony model cameras, you can do um, direct HDMI output into a PC to use like as a webcam instead of using a capture card or something like that. And then also, there's no way to charge while using it. You know, so I constantly run into the issue where it dies on me when I'm using it for a long time. You can buy extra hardware, but it's like an extra $100 or something to get this little AC adapter for the battery.
Right,
So,
right. Because there's a program that you can actually buy that'll turn like a DSLR into a webcam, but it's expensive, but it's really good. It works really good if you know your settings. That's what a lot of the like
Yeah,
the
the
big
YouTube guys.
YouTubers use. Yeah, they'll have like a DSLR set up over here, and I'm like, I just use my whatever that is there. It works perfect.
I hate
Yeah.
my webcam that's built in, and I already had the DSLR laying around.
Right,
so
right.
I just wanted to pick up a Elgato, and then I'm like, oh, I can stream gameplay now too, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Dude, that was Burgundy. What do you use for the gameplay? Because I got so bummed out. I had to get an extended. I have the Yeti for the mic, and then I have my webcam I was going to use, but the Yeti is just—it's so weird. Like I don't know how to use it on the system, and I don't know. I guess you have to use OBS. It's so. I want to do a Twitch account so I can stream my NASCAR games and commentate. I've kind of given up at this point to figure that out.
Are you trying to stream through the system?
I was, yeah. And then like it told me I needed to get a specific splitter for this, and I did that, and it doesn't even work still.
Don't do that. So if you already have the system and everything, you want to get something called a capture card, the industry standard for like the past at least like 7 years. This is old hardware, but I mean people still use it. It's the Elgato HD60. And if you have a desktop PC, I mean, you can get better performance and get the HD Pro because it's actually a PCIe card. Like it goes in the same slots that like graphics cards or network cards or sound cards go in. But yeah, you want to get one of those bad boys and just hook up HDMI to it. Like it's a splitter for you, so you can have latency free video on your TV or whatever, but then it has another port that goes it takes in input from your system, splits it to the TV, and then it has a USB cable that connects to your PC, and through the software that they have, you can just start recording gameplay.
Yeah, but how much
it's
is
just
that?
like a normal camera. Right now that I think they're like 150.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want. I just want to do it for fun. I don't want to spend another $150 on something I don't have to.
My shirt said, "Turn your iPhone into a." I like my phone better than the GoPro.
Yeah.
If you want to have fun, you got to spend money, my man.
Of course, you get what you pay for, right?
Hey, just think about the Twitch revenue you could get though. I'll pay for it in at least a year.
Facebook.
A couple of years ago, I did a video on a comparison point. I did a comparison video for with the iPhone camera versus a T3i Canon SLR. And if you want to make phone calls, iPhone is great. You want to take video, you need a camera, a DSLR.
Well, that's changed a lot though, because like my Note 10, I'd prefer my Note 10 over a DSLR any day of the week, and I know how to use a DSLR.
The newer
when I'm like comping something, you know, and I have to close out. I have to like close out
all
the
about the
camera
lens.
and pull up something.
You're right. I agree
That's
with
why I
Callie.
use the GoPro.
Yeah, that's what made me get the GoPro in the first place. I was like, I'm sick of this, man. This is so much
That's
work.
why you also have a girlfriend too who can use their phone. While you have the GoPro on and your other camera on.
Hey, Kev, Denise have a question for you.
Sure. By the way,
Go ahead, Denise.
huge shout out to Denise for really supporting me hardcore on my Instagram, and I've been dropping some my old stuff from YouTube. I've been dragging it over, into the IGTV because I just want to see it and try it out, see how it's doing. It seems to be pretty good. I kind of like it. It's not competitive over there. So I got a haul video I'm going to do for my Harley Davidson shirts I got for $1 each. I'm going to do it on IGTV and then eventually sometime on YouTube. But yeah, that's one thing you guys should try doing too, is making some videos over there, getting some following.
On where?
Instagram.
Instagram.
I love Instagram.
They just started monetizing. Yeah, they just started monetizing today too.
Yeah, I have almost 1,200 followers over there.
I'm close to 2,000.
Callie,
but I'm very active.
Instagram is a app that you can download on your phone, and it's mainly for phones.
He knows, man.
Okay. Are you on Instagram, Callie?
I have ICQ and Facebook. I don't have Instagram. That's for the youngins. So yeah.
Oh, come on, man. It's good, man. If you like photos and stuff, it's awesome, because the thing about Instagram that I love is that, man, I get caught up in garbage, and over there's no politics, there's no religion.
Exactly.
It's just you. I follow you because you're a reseller, and if you start posting other stuff, then I just unfollow you, because for me, Instagram's about being pure. And it's about the game. It's about, like, if I want to see you take pictures of golden retrievers, you better be taking pictures of golden retrievers, damn it. I want to see goldens. But, that's just what I like, and that's the thing I like about it. But, like, if you have a hobby, if you love cars, like I'm a huge Mustang fan, I follow several Mustang pages, and they feed me what I want. And it's just Facebook without all of the drama. It's awesome.
I call
that's what I'm saying. Instagram is just nice.
I do like politics, and I do like religion. So, yeah.
Well, I like them too, but I want to. If I'm going to make someone mad, I do it on Facebook. My Instagram account is me filtered. It's just my business. It's all business over there.
I feel like it's more like our brain. I feel like Instagram's more of what our brain is really wanting to look for. Like, so for me, I'll have NASCAR stuff on there. I'll have some puppies on there.
Yeah.
And puppies, I mean dogs. I do like to. I do follow some dog pages because I think it's pretty funny and cool. And then I also follow, but mainly streetwear, and then influencers, stuff like that, for like YouTube and stuff. Because they do have some really good stuff over there, especially if you can get a hold of them and you can, watch their videos over there. And I think that's the way it's going to be anyways, the future, especially Instagram TV. It's not even really, there's not many people on there. There's really no competition. So I'm thinking about doing, because the max videos you can have on there is 15 minutes. So like maybe doing a 15-minute quick interview with somebody or something.
Right. That would be cool.
Find something different over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Kev, Denise
I think I'm just too old to get
it.
You are too old.
No.
What's the question?
If he's too old, I'm too old.
Denise's question was, how do you pack your clothes you sell?
Oh, I just put them inside a clear poly mailer, and then I put them inside a regular poly mailer, and I send them out. Everything: sport jackets, blazers, and then if it's like over a pound, I can fit it inside a padded flat rate. I'll put it in there. I can't remember the last time I even used a box on a piece of clothing. And I sell blazers, overcoats. I mean, I think I just sold an overcoat for $100 last week. Aqua Scutum, and I paid $13, and I put it in this. I have I think a 28 by 15 inch poly mailer that fit in. I have all sorted sizes. They're super light, and they're so much quicker to pack. And I would say for me it's so much quicker to pack, but I don't pack and ship. My girlfriend does that.
I would, Shane. Great Danes in a tutu is a great idea. It's funny. Like I said, Shane, do that. He's wanting to start an Instagram page, but no, I'm Never More Antiques on Instagram. So if anyone has an Instagram account, message me over there. I love Instagram.
Okay.
Rising Rider wants to do a page for Instagram with 3 dogs. Yeah, 3 Dog Night would be a great page.
He has 2 pitties and a Dane. You don't walk into his house unannounced.
I have it's called Oreo Bossy. I have an Instagram page for my daughter's dog.
That's funny.
That I created. Yeah.
Yeah, we had an Instagram page for our cat.
I have two vicious dogs as well. I have two vicious dogs.
What kind are they? Don't tell me they're
What
like
are they?
Pomeranians.
Yorkies?
I got miniature schnauzers.
Oh, those are awesome. Yeah, for sure, man. I can see you walking around with them big, like 36-inch pythons, like holding a little Yorkie or something. Be like, this is my Pebbles.
My Pebbles, what's up, baby?
Bam,
My
bam.
Pebbles.
Bam, bam, and
My
Bam, bam,
Pebbles.
and Pebbles.
You don't mess with me. This is my Pebbles.
Bam,
Don't
bam.
touch my Barbies. Don't touch
There
my
you go.
Barbies.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Aw.
Look.
That's a cute. That's a good
I love
dog.
his little beard.
Yeah.
Is that a Scottish Terrier?
What's it called?
Is that a Scotty?
Oh no, this is a miniature schnauzer.
Oh, okay. It
Yeah.
has that long beard thingy, like a Scotty Terrier.
Yeah, they have it as well.
He's a good looking dog.
I
Thank
just
you.
want
Thank you.
to sit there and brush his beard.
Ankle biter.
Such a good time.
That's an ankle biter.
Well, it's like owner. Like owner. Look, they both got those the chin strap beards. My uncle would tell me I had spinach on my face when I used to grow out my hair when I was a teenager because I had a beard and stuff when I was really young. So he would say, "Get that spinach off your face." Hey Ron, when did Chip start sponsoring you?
Yeah, sponsored by Shipped, by the way.
Put that mic to your mouth, man.
Sponsored
I
by
can't hear you.
Shipped.
Yeah.
Shout out.
When did that happen?
I don't know, man. They just sent me a check and a shirt and said, wear this. So I've been wearing
Wear it
it.
now. Wear it. From now on, wear it.
I don't even like Shipped.
That's because you're an Instagram influencer. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Honestly, Shipped needs to make their shopper UI way better because Instacart is so easy. I just go in and there's orders and it shows me exactly how much they're tipping me. Shows me exactly how much I expect to be earning. And I go on Shipped and it's got like these dumb little tags on each job. It'll be like prepaid. And I'm like, what does prepaid mean? And I looked it up. It doesn't mean what you think it means. Like if I see a prepaid Target order, I think, oh, okay, I probably don't even need to shop, right? I just show up and grab the order and go. It's like DoorDash. Nope. Nope. You got to run through that store. And they actually complicate the process because you now have to.
Yes, sir.
You now have to show like a specific code to the Target employee, and half the Target employees don't even know what you're talking about. Man, Instacart is just so much.
You're the one that delivers my food from Aldi's. Okay, that's cool.
Yes, I am. Always,
You're the Instacart guy.
You know, I've met so many nice. There's like so many nice people that are using Instacart nowadays because I mean, a lot of the older folks, they don't want to go out to. They don't want to go out to the grocery stores, and they tip amazing. Like,
so how many,
awesome.
Ron? How many hours do you work in a day with that?
It depends. I haven't been feeling it much this week, so I just haven't been putting as many hours into it.
Right.
But the last 2 weeks we've been putting in 40-hour weeks. It's basically it basically comes down to a full-time job when you look at the hours, and the hourly pay is like, you can, if you don't get good tips, it's closer to like a $15 an hour job.
Right.
But I mean, last week was like a $30 an hour week for me, and then my fiance does it too, so she got like a $35 an hour week. And it's just like insanity because you get to do whatever.
This old guy here, before I went into this nursing home, because I'm so old, I used Instacart a couple of times, and I think I bought like a whole month's worth of groceries from Aldi's, plus 10 cases of water.
Wow!
And I didn't carry that from my parking lot all the way to my apartment. And when the person that delivered it. It was this lady with her son that was on vacation from school, and I felt so bad for him. I gave an extra tip along with what tip was on the Instacart thing. So yeah, I'm one of those old people that tips.
Hey, Kev, Denise had a follow-up question about your polymer. She wanted to know if you're getting them from Amazon.
No, I get them from eBay. In eBay too, if you guys have a store, you get your quarterly $50. Just came out again, or maybe you guys get 25. I get 50 because I have a bigger store, and I usually spend them all on to re-up on my poly mailers. I see Tesla's in the house.
Tesla, yes, sir. What's going on,
Tesla picker?
Thank you for coming out, man.
Tesla, why don't you get your butt on here, man? I haven't seen you in a while, man. I haven't been on in a while.
We're gonna get him on here. I just gotta reach out and schedule. I'm trying to schedule my shows now. Yeah, I got a lot of people hitting me up to get on here, so I gotta kind of make a schedule so I don't run into a traffic jam.
Well, here, I gotta jump off. I gotta go and get my I gotta get my Geritol and have my constitutional stuff. So yeah, this old guy's got to get off here.
Hey, Kelly.
Good night.
Good night, buddy.
Guys, nice to you, James.
Take care, man.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Forever.
Thanks for the tip.
I love that dude.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Me and that dude's been doing it for 10 years now. I've known him. I love him. That dude's got me out of some deep spots. Deep spots.
Yeah, he definitely got some knowledge.
He's awesome. He is. It's not that I wouldn't say. I mean, yeah, he's got knowledge, but it's more of he's just a down to earth, nice guy who's really relaxes you. You know, tell you what you need to hear and tell you if you're doing something wrong. You know, and how to fix it.
Right.
Yeah, I love Denise. Dude, I tell you, Denise has I've become Denise's biggest fan lately. She's been supporting me so hardcore on Instagram, watching all the videos and all my posts up, and that's cool. Thank you so much, Denise. Super, super excited that you're a fan.
Yeah, he got to get his beauty sleep.
Callie, he's like, Kevin's the man. I know. Thanks, Callie. You're awesome.
Not Kevin, I know.
That's just me. Yes, I do. Yes, I am.
Right. So let's move on. Try to get this next talking point, and then we can, freestyle a little bit more. And the second talking point was what advice would you give a new reseller contemplating on joining the resale game? Not saying last year or the year before, I'm saying like right now. If somebody on the fence contemplating on joining the resale game, what's some of the advice the panel would give that person?
Don't give up.
Yeah.
And be consistent.
I would say to go ahead and try it, because if you can do it now, you can do it when things get back to normal even better.
Yep.
I would definitely say, like, the biggest thing for me has been reinvest. Like all those sales, it's really easy to get into the mindset of that's money in my pocket, and you can't think that way. You gotta grow your inventory to the point where you can start actually paying yourself. So definitely reinvest.
Right.
I would probably, if somebody was looking to jump into it right now, I might tell them to hold off for a little bit. Just because it's so uncommon what's going on right now. I would be afraid that they would get the wrong. If they did, make sure that you have a friend, somebody that you could lean on pretty good for advice. Because I wouldn't want you to go out right now and make some bad buys and put yourself in a bad financial position. Because I think that 6 months from now, there's going to be so much stuff on the market that you're going to be able to buy stuff. You're going to be able to be a hog in a trough. You're just going to be able to get. So right now might not be a good time to go out. Maybe do your homework, watch some people, watch Buffalo. The guy's got a ton of great videos telling you what to do. And, Kev, and there's a lot of good people out there that are making good videos right now that you can learn, and then maybe jump in slowly and wait for that stuff. Find you somebody that you can lean on. And I'm always available. If you follow me, like I said, on Instagram, you can always send me a message. And if you have any questions, I've been doing this. I've been doing this since 1997 on eBay. So I can answer questions if you just message me.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm definitely
that's good about-
tracking. I'm definitely tracking with John. That would be the same advice I would give. Is you probably want to wait right now. See study the market, learn as much as you can, find resellers that you trust, going to give you the right information. Go to YouTube, watch some of the resellers channels, build your knowledge up for this little time that we are in right now. And when this thing started changing, then you jump out there with the advice of somebody that you can trust, that you consider a mentor.
Oh man, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I
Make sure your
totally
money
agree.
right when you get ready to jump out there, though, man. And
Mentorship's great.
yeah,
Especially if they can do it for free. I know some of them are busy and they have a lot on their plate, but if you can find somebody like I know Chris Daily Refinement. Man, that guy's, when it comes to technical side, the dude's genius. I don't think anybody can touch his videos when it comes to technical goal set and where you need to be at. And like I said, some people are busy, so they do have to pay for their stuff, but he has these, what are they called, private call or daily calls, like every morning. I think it's like 8 to 10. He gets on a call or a private video and he asks everybody, hey, how you doing, goal sets and everything like that. So I think that's pretty cool. Or you can just do like we all did. I think all of us started by watching YouTube videos. It just immersing ourselves in full of knowledge that your brain can get. But just, again, don't burn yourself out and don't give up. And don't think that you're going to list 5 items and they're going to sell within a week. No, you got to, when you start consistently getting 1 or 2 sales a day, you're going to have over 300, 400, 500 items.
Unless you're on Amazon, then that might happen.
Well, yeah, that's different.
Yeah. There were people that were,
that's totally different.
There were people that were listing these masks on Amazon and they were like selling out and like I was on with a guy, he listed 20 masks and they sold out in 5 minutes. Wow. So it's like there are items out there, but eBay slow roll, but big profits. Amazon sometimes is fast roll, but smaller profits and big profits. I can't speak as an expert, but I can say that I did sell on Amazon for a while before I could no longer sell on Amazon. And that's what I found to be the case. But
I feel it's ago. I think it's like the stock market with Amazon and eBay. eBay is the long haul, and then Amazon's you're not going to get much profit, but it's like day trading. You can make your money. Exactly. Yeah. You can make your money, but it's going to be quicker, and you better have your replenishables because you run out quickly.
What were you going to say, Chris? You had something to put out there, and I want to hear it.
Well, truthfully, I was just thinking, piggybacking off of what you and Buffalo said, but I always said you better make sure you have your capital right before you jump out here thinking, right. You're going to get in this business and going to make your money back. Don't make that money your rent money or your car note or none of that stuff.
Right.
Stuff you already own. Before you start jumping out here, start your eBay store up first. That's how we learned. Start our eBay store up first and go from there.
Landshark said, start by selling something you already own, which is our son's friends wanted to start doing it. And they just started a couple weeks ago. We told them how to get started on eBay, and they're hitting us up daily with, we got to sell. They're all excited. I told them, start with stuff in your clousets, in your place already.
Yeah, I think another thing too, you have to I would give, if it was me talking to somebody contemplating this game, is that, take a reality check first. This is not a get rich quick business. You gotta start with your baby steps before you can start running. So that would be one of the advice that I give as well, is that, despite all the videos that you done seen and the hype, this is a grind. You got to get out of it. It's some work come with this. And if you ain't willing to do the work, this may not be for you.
Yeah. Look, you're there.
But you got to look at it too. People come like people we didn't have before Buffalo Picker in our circle, where they looked at what you were doing.
You got a Yorkie?
Yeah, that's her dad's dog. He's a puppy.
Okay.
And we didn't have those type of people in our circle where they faded out because they didn't look at the work.
Right.
And the process that this is going to take, and you got to have the hustle in you to want this. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just with the situation, we could have all folded and been looking funny. I'm going to sit on my money. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. But we did we did a whole new transition to the business. And like I said earlier about, don't get overloaded because you're making all this money right now, because when they open them doors up, you'll be stuck with a whole lot of stuff.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So it's plenty of ways that you can skin a cat in this business when you want to get in this business. But best believe you need to have your head right, your capital right, and you need to definitely have your focus.
If you sell your kids first.
If you think about this, guys, you want to go to bed and have some good dreams tonight. Like, I drove past my Goodwill, and the managers that work at Goodwill, their salary, so they just go in and do what they got to do. And some of these Goodwill still have managers that are working, so they're working through these trucks and they're filling those shelves full. So this is a good tip. The day your Goodwill's open at your town, you need to be standing there at 9, 10 o'clock, be the first one in that door, grab a cart and get to picking. Because there's only 2 times that I can imagine that a Goodwill is going to have good deals on the shelf. And one is the first day they open, and 2 is going to be the day after they release us from this issue that we're having currently. And I could imagine. I'm going to go to my Goodwill and I have a 50 times optical zoom camera. I'm going to go to the window and try to like do some video for my YouTube channel and be like, what do they got in there? Because I believe that these places are probably going to be busting at the seams whenever they say go. You better go. It's going to be amazing.
Well, our governor, when he talking about, stores and stuff about the, jump open pretty soon around here. May 1st, they say, a couple weeks. So, we already suited and booted around here. That means mask, gloves, and I'm going to stay like that. I don't believe this stuff is over with. I'm not going to fake with nobody and say, oh, I'm coming to hug you, hang out with you, drink a beer with you. I ain't doing none of that with you. But I can get some money with you 6 feet apart. Hey, we get some money together 6 feet apart, but you just got to be, like y'all said earlier, man, you got to have things in order for when the doors do open. You don't be looking stupid because you done spent all your money on inventory. You can't move no more. So I know we don't want to be one of them. I don't believe we will be one of those, because we're taking this very seriously, because I want to get that money that's going to be out there. Them deals going to be out there for us, y'all. I know it. I know it.
To piggy off of Nevermore talking about dreams and stuff, I was literally going to say this right before he even said it. A good way of telepathically thinking, my way I was thinking was, I wake up and I have a hard time going back to bed because it's nothing but reselling on my mind. And if you're not doing that, you're not a real seller. You're not going as hard as we are. Because I know everybody. I'm sure you guys will do the same thing. You wake up and you have that like
get mad
game plan in your head.
You're in a barn pulling out awesome stuff, and then you wake up and none of that, it was real. And you're like, no.
Get out.
Hey man, your dreams, you can bring them dreams to reality too.
That's
a lot of people don't understand that. Some dreams can come to reality.
That's what I'm having a brain fart. A storage locker pirate. He always says that he's always like, go bars, go bars, go bars. He's like, I'm gonna manifest this stuff. I don't know how he says it, but I appreciate his tenacity. And I know that one of these days my man's gonna open up a storage locker and there's gonna be like 3 pounds of gold or something in one of those storage lockers.
Man, I tell you, these guys have got me. If I had like a storefront or like I don't even have a storage unit yet. But if I had something like that, dude, I would be doing these, the storage auctions, like Double Dog Treasure. Richard Murphy right here. He's in the chat. That's the same Richard, right?
Richard, yeah.
Yeah, that is Richard. Okay, I just want to make sure, because I know he has Double Dog Treasures and then Richard. But he absolutely, it's the guy I was telling you guys earlier. He absolutely, he kills it at the game, man. And he's so smart. His game plan, he treats it like a business. He doesn't treat it like a side hustle because it is his job. So he treats it like a business, not a side hustle. And that's, I think, how everyone should be treating it, even if you're doing it as a side hustle. I think everybody should be treating it as it's like their job, because, man, the stuff we find, when you put your mind to it, you will find gold, not gold, real gold, but you will find treasure. It's insane.
Kevin is speaking of treating this like a business. We talked about this maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and I was trying to explain the importance of turning this into a business and not a side hustle. Legitimizing your business, getting your business license, getting the business bank account, getting everything that you need, the sales certificate, if that requirement for your state, and legitimizing your business, because a lot of resellers don't understand the advantage of having that business account along with running a business, because you get so many deductions from your business if you run everything through your bank account, and that money can be accounted for. I learned all this once I got a CPA, because I was running in the dark for a good year until I went to my tax guy, and he was like, "You made too much money this year." And I was like, "What you mean I made too much money? I'm in a business. That's what I'm supposed to do, try to make a lot of money." He was like, "No, the IRS say you owe them $8,000. So once I got that wake-up call, I went and found me a good CPA. And that CPA was able to help me get that $8,000 down to $4,000. But the good news from all that was he explained to me what's the gist of why you want to run a business in America. And once he broke that stuff down to me, man, it was enlightening, man. It's like that old saying is that you only know what you know. And that is so true. When he explained that to me, I tried to pass that message on to every reseller that I knew, because now it's like I truly understand what a businessman go in business for. And a lot of people look at this resale business, they like, oh, well, it's just a little side hustle. I make a little money here and there. No, you could blow up with this business if you do it the right way. You ain't got to have a brick and mortar or have Goodwill or Publix or any other name brand on your back. It could be Buffalo Picker, and you could have the same tax breaks. If you're making that kind of money, you can have the same tax breaks as those big corporations. Once you get into that bracket, your CPA, if you got a good CPA, he's gonna tell you, okay, you're a sole proprietor. You need to be working, get your paperwork in to become an LLC. Once you become an LLC and you get your money to the right bracket, especially, I'm speaking on the people for Amazon, because you can definitely get there. You go, your CPA, if you get your money to the right bracket, the CPA is gonna then move you over to escort. Once you get the escort, your deductions are unlimited. I was around here paying a car note on a vehicle because, and I'm gonna make this short. I have on my vision board a list of goals that I want to accomplish in the year. And I explained to Glass City Pickers is that I accomplished all those goals except for one. And the one goal that I didn't accomplish, it was on purpose, and that was to buy me a new truck. But the reason I didn't buy that new truck is because I was enlightened by my CPA on when and how I should buy that vehicle. Get your business account, run that through your business account. At the end of the year, we can write all that off. That's your vehicle for free for your business. I'm like, whoa, really? Yes. So
that's awesome.
I'm telling you guys, if you're not doing it, you're losing money. You really are losing money. I'm off my soapbox.
No, man, that's good stuff. That's what people need to hear. That's what a lot of YouTube channels don't put out, but that's why you're growing.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean,
everything he just said.
95% of YouTube channels put up.
Yeah. Everything he just said is the real deal.
95.
Everything. Get them. Make sure you get all them write-offs for your gas, your food. When you're staying out of town hustling, you get write-off. It's just a write-off century. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna work in your favor at the end of the year. So, hey, let's ride.
I'm gonna tell this one last story. I got a fence in my
I was gonna say
backyard.
95%.
I put a fence up in my backyard. Now, if I wouldn't have the knowledge, I would have put that fence up, paid the contractor for putting the fence up, and I've been done with it. You know, it was just been $4,000 out of my pocket. But because I went through my CPA and said that, hey, is there any kind of way I can write this fence off? He was like, yeah, that's your security for the property that you are storing for your business. Just keep the receipt. Now I got a $4,000 write-off for a fence that I got in my backyard that I'm probably not going to even pay for. I'm going to get that money back. So that's the advantage I'm trying to tell folks is that I understand you don't know until you know. You know, you only know what you know until you know. And now I know, and I try to tell resellers, you know, this is the game. This is the true game if you want to turn this into a business and not just have it as a side hustle.
Right. Sweet. Hey, we're gonna do some show and tell. What we doing?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, man. Hey, what happened to Ron? What happened to Ron?
I don't know.
He had to step away for a minute. He wrote.
Okay.
Oh, he wrote. Yeah, he'll be right back.
Okay, so we can go ahead and start show and tell, and you know, Glass City Pickers, y'all want to kick it off?
Hey, give me some sheets.
Okay. Let me get the thing on.
This covered.
Hold on.
Oh my God, this dog's teeth is so freaking sharp. Hurt his teeth. Oh.
Got this cup I drank.
I got no chewables.
What's that?
I was talking to Kel about the dog.
Yeah, he does, but it's me.
Okay, hold on.
Chew on me and not his toys.
All right, y'all up.
I got this right here.
Yeah.
Here.
Steelers Cup. Mickey Mouse sheets.
Mickey Mouse
bedspread.
Hey, that's still a cup for sale?
No, that was a gift.
Oh, okay.
What else did we get, Chris? This?
Yeah, you can show them that.
Pan Shark says Ron had a newscast to do.
That is awesome.
Get that this week.
Got that for a little nothing.
And really just a couple more sheet sets in that. We really didn't get too much. We've been busy, honestly, every day. Thank God I went off of 10s because when I get home at 4 o'clock, we are doing nothing. Sometimes
packing and wrapping.
Till 9 o'clock. I'm like, okay, 5:30 comes really early, so I'm done.
Packing and wrapping.
Right.
So,
that's money, man.
It's been a blessing upon a blessing, man. So that's all we got.
That's all we got right now.
That's all we got, y'all.
That was quick.
Yeah, that's all we got.
Except we didn't get out much this week because by the time I get home from
I got
work,
a refrigerator.
honestly,
Hold on. Where's my little refrigerator?
It's way in the back.
Oh.
By the time I get home, we literally pack from 4 o'clock till 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Right. Well,
getting ready for a shipment to go out.
That's a good thing.
Nightly.
And then we had our show Tuesday. Then we back here today. You know what I'm saying? So it's been some whoop whoop, but we trying to get it done. So all you big boys, y'all go ahead and do your thing. Kev, go put something on, man. Go put on one of them nice outfits. Yeah. Go put on one of them nice outfits, Kev. Show and tell.
Oh, I guess I have because I can't go back inside the house. I'm outside.
Oh,
okay. She's with her parents. But I have this show and tell. Thank you, Alton from Addicted to Hustle.
Okay.
He sent me his shirt for free to wear. I promised him I'd wear it. I said anybody wants to send me a T-shirt, I'd wear it to promote it.
Me too.
Also on my Instagram.
We will too. Yeah. I'm addicted to the hustle too. Hey, addicted
what size are you, Kel?
I'm a 42 inch waist, I think. So I think it's like a medium. This one fits me perfect.
You about a medium, Kel. I don't
know. What is that?
It's about a medium, Kel. Medium fruit balloon, Kel.
Kel X large.
Yeah, medium.
It's a
medium.
I could have told you that, Kel.
He triple
I
X.
used to be.
Last
year I was extra small. Now I'm medium.
Yeah, we're gonna. John, you can go if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. I got all kinds of stuff. Show. I picked these up. I don't know anything about them. They're Abercrombie and Fitch. Apparently, they make more than clothes. They make all kinds of really neat stuff.
They make everything. They even make dishes back in the day.
Yeah, I paid $6 for them plus 30% off at the Antique Mall booth yesterday.
Yep.
I picked these up. This is amazing. It's a set of 501s.
Oh, nice.
They're 34
New
by
tag.
32s. Yeah, brand new at tags. They had them for like $25, but these for some reason were marked $6.50. I got them for $6.50 minus 30% off. And then this is that coat that they were talking about. It's a nice Woolrich.
Woolrich.
It's an
Woolen Mills.
XL. It's got that nice interior. It's weather resistant. It's probably a $60 to $80 coat. I paid.
Where is it made?
It's made in the good.
I love
old
finding vintage
USA.
Woolrich. Where is it?
USA.
Oh, that's definitely vintage. The newer
Yeah.
stuff's China.
And then,
But that.
yeah, you can continue on, my man. What you gonna say?
Oh, yeah. I was saying I love finding Woolrich. They make those the lumberjack jackets, the heavy
Yeah.
jackets, in the overalls, dude. If you can find those from the 60s, 70s, those are $100 for the both sets, man.
Yeah.
All day long. I love Woolrich. Only the vintage stuff, like their newer casual stuff, I pass on all day long.
Right. I picked this up too, and this is really cool. To Chicago Gym. It was signed by Warren Moon.
Warren Moon,
Quarterback. Was it the Houston Oilers? Yeah, played for over 20 years as a quarterback. Back then, that was a feat. He was an amazing football player.
He played a lot of football in Canada first.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Yeah, and then
Just
he
like
ended up.
Flutie.
He finished his career with was it
Seattle.
Kansas City?
Vikings.
Seattle.
Vikings.
Vikings.
Seattle.
Vikings.
You
Yeah.
said Vikings though too, right?
Yeah.
I think we went to Vikings.
So that was.
Go.
I got it. It's fine. That was.
What are you tearing up stuff?
It's a thing for my town here. I'll put it up later. But then I did in my last item. I'll show here. I got two items. I want to, because one of them I gotta show you because it's annoys me.
Farm Bureau.
Yeah, I got these two Farm Bureau hats. I paid $1 for a stack of hats, and these were in there.
Yeah.
And they still got the foam inside. And then I got this freaking awesome horn. It's an Uga horn. And so if anyone's wearing earphones out there, I'm just letting you know, you might want to take your earbuds out. 3, it's not loud, but I just don't want no one to get, but 1, 2, 3. It's awesome. So.
That's like, what was it? Didn't they have that on the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Yeah, I paid $2 for that. So that is going to be probably my new super chat horn. Whenever I go live and give the super chat, we're gonna blow the horn or something. But that's what I had. I mean, I have tons of stuff. I have a whole store full of weird stuff.
Okay, Ron made it back. Ron, you got any show and tell for the night?
Pickings have been slim lately, but I will show a little bit of this bulk buy I got.
Appreciate it.
I love Ron. Ron, I am the first person Ron went live with. Remember that, Ron?
Yeah, the good old days.
That was like
when I was
2 months ago.
When I was shaking.
That was like 2 months ago.
Actually, wait, I don't want to take your spot away, Kevin, but I don't think you are the first one.
Yeah, I was. I had you and Alton on.
No, I was on Triple D.
Yeah, who do you think was on there, bud?
Was I?
Yes.
Dude, I
was
the
on
worst
all
memory.
Triple
I
D.
don't know.
Yeah, I was always on Scott's channel.
So this was in one of my last normal videos. I bought a ton of action figures, and I just finished sorting out probably 2/3 of this tote to try and get the stuff that would be worth bundling or doing individual figures. And usually I shoot for it's got to be at least 5+ shipping, for me to bother with listing it and everything. So everything in here individually is about $5 plus shipping.
Oh, that's awesome.
This overflowing tote of all these crazy things. Some of these need to be looked up on the top here, but all these Batmans and stuff, and I've got a ton of stuff that I want to lot up in here. I got a ton of Turtles figures. It's crazy. I found Actually, I do have an individual one I can show you. Give me 1 second. We're very prepared here. We're very prepared. Everything
This
is
dog
going
is driving me
exactly
nuts.
as we plan it to.
Dog love
This
you, Kel.
is
Oh my God, it's killing me right now.
this is a
Oh.
Super Mutant Teenage
Yes,
Mutant
I
Ninja
remember
Turtle.
that. Yes.
This is Michelangelo. He does not have all of his parts, but I listed this guy on my eBay store, and I shot for the sky, man, because there's no other Michelangelos listed as of right now.
What do you got it listed for?
Well, I saw a couple solds for 15 plus shipping on the individual figure, about there, 15, 10, you know. So I'm a little crazy, man. I listed it for 25, best offer. I'm like, you know what, let's see what happens. And I haven't gotten any hits on it yet. Might be time to lower the price, but yeah, we're letting it sit, man. We got some activity on that, so that one's doing pretty good.
Do you have any watchers on it?
I think it had a couple, but I don't know. I mean, watchers are usually in my head just people, you know,
Yeah,
who got the same stuff.
maybe throw out some offers to your watchers. I was looking here on WorthPoint, and I seen one sold for one with all of his stuff sold for 20, but that was 2017. And then here's one back in 2014 that sold for 15. So that was 6 years ago. So
Yeah,
my
man.
gosh, I don't think you're too far off. I think you're about right.
But you know, like, I go off of, you know, what I see too. I'll check listeds, and
Yeah.
I couldn't find them when I was checking it out. So I'm like, I can only find old solds. So I'm like, man, I gotta shoot a little high. You never know.
You got to shoot for the moon like Warren Moon.
Shoot for the moon.
You're right. You just listed high. And then what I do is every day when I wake up, I roll over and I pull my laptop up on my big fat belly, and I go and I check and see how many people are watching my stuff and how many offers I can make. And I send them offers out, and that way my wife don't have to get mad and have to come over to the store 10 times and pick stuff up from the basement. I told her, I said, I spent $100,000 on a building and inventory, and you still drag everything home to the house and package and ship it.
Am I the only one that wakes up in the middle of the night, and when I get done from going to the bathroom, I'm always looking at my phone to see if I sold something? I always do it.
Check
You know,
it
I
for
always
offers.
do
Dude, you
Yeah.
wait
Yeah.
to go to the bathroom. I just roll over and grab that.
I
thing,
just
man.
roll over and grab the phone. Guilty.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta see the notifications. What happened?
Yeah, I'm gonna
that's serious.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my show and tell.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure I'm gonna get roasted in the chat. But just the backstory on this is I've been working on this deal for about 2 weeks now. And well, actually one of the ladies, I've been working on the deal with her for probably about 2 months, but she had to go to Florida, and then when she came back, she just forgot we was communicating or something. I don't know, to that effect. But nevertheless, I made a good deal on some Barbies. And
Yeah, King Barbie.
room, I'm gonna mute you, man. Okay, so and these was excellent deals. These Barbies I paid about $10.50 each, and I mean, Amazon, the money is crazy. And I'm just gonna go over a little couple of details of what you need to look for if you go out and find these Barbies and you decide you want to sell something. Now I'm gonna tell you, Barbies don't sell that well on eBay unless it's like new version. The holiday Barbies does sell at holiday time, but you're not gonna get the same price you would on Amazon. And I know because, like, you know, I started out on Amazon with Barbies, and I actually got a letter from eBay saying that I was in the top 10% with Barbie sale one Q4, and I can tell you
That's crazy.
that Q4 compared to my Q4 with Amazon selling Barbies, totally almost 3 to 4 times difference in money. So let me go ahead and get to it.
Get to it, Barbie.
So
I could just see him there brushing a Barbie's hair.
man,
Hey, never more antiques. Tell the truth. He might be.
Big old dude,
Hey,
got them big old arms going.
Hey,
This
man,
is my Barbie.
I don't do that, John. I don't do that. So this is 1996 Barbie.
That's awesome.
And
yeah.
this one, you have the African American Barbie and the Caucasian white American Barbie. And what something funny?
Go ahead, bro.
Okay. So and those, the reason I identify that is because they do make a Hispanic Barbie too, but they didn't start making the Hispanic version of the Barbies until the 2000s. So
Right.
So back in the 90s, it was just two. And when I buy these Barbies, I don't care about little scuff marks on the plastic. What I do concern myself with is the label. If the label have any damage on it, I pretty much leave it. I don't put no money in it. If the plastic is cracked, I leave it. But if it's a scratch on it, I do have somebody that can kind of refurbish these Barbies somewhat. And I normally, that would basically determine whether or not I would make the purchase. So this, like I said, this Barbie right here, this is the 1996. And you can look, you can see the big hair. If you see the big hair on the Barbie, that should tell you that's from the 80s to the 90s versions of the Barbie. So this is the 96. And this is the 97. And as you can see, the big hair. So, when you're out there looking for the Barbies, you're not certain, what era that Barbie is in. If you see the big hair, you can almost assure yourself it's from the 95 on back to the 80s type Barbie.
Yeah.
So
Barbie's right there, bro.
I mean, I think it's 97. Yeah, 97.
And you got those when?
We liked our big hair in the 80s.
That's what's the 97 Barbie right there.
Okay.
So in 98, Barbie changed over and started giving different hairstyles. This is a 98 Barbie. And as you can see, it's not the big hair. They somewhat got a little hairstyle and stuff. So, and these started in 98. And like you can see from the glare, it's a little dusty, but I can clean that up. It's the label is great. So there's really not a whole lot of refurbishing I'm going to have to do on this Barbie.
They look like all of them was in good shape.
They are. If they ain't in good shape, I don't buy them, man.
Right.
Now, this Barbie right here, this is a Bob Mackie Barbie. And you can always tell by his Barbies because they're going to have a great fashion dress with little ornaments on the dress. That's just like his that's his signature. So if you see a Bob Mackie Barbie and the box is in excellent condition, you want to grab that Barbie. That Barbie sells. Bob Mackie actually have like a cult following for Barbies. The ones
I love Bob Mackie.
Yeah, Bob Mackie. He don't make a lot of them, but when you see it out there, you want to grab it.
I just actually sold a Bob Mackie dress 2 days ago for $75. It was really sick.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, Barbies they sell, man. I sold a lot of his designs. This is a 2011 Barbie. And I'm gonna show y'all one more. But I just try to go through them because I just want to let you all see the type of Barbies I paid $10 for. These
Land Shark wants to know if you ever buy loose Barbies.
No. I have loose Barbies that I sell in lots, but to me, this is the money. If you want to make money, you want to find Barbies like this in a good box, haven't been opened, minor damage, if any. These are the Barbies that you're going to make money off of. And whether it's eBay or Amazon, you're going to make good money off these Barbies. These Barbies I paid $10. And the max I've mostly paid for a Barbie is $20. And the $20 Barbie, it has to be a designer type Barbie. It has to be Bob Mackie, Veer Wang, any of those designers, you know, Vera, I might pay 30 for her Barbie. But
Buffalo.
those Barbies, like this Barbie right here, if you comp this Barbie on Amazon, this Barbie right now is probably $70.
Wow.
I never knew designers did Barbies like that, like
Oh,
Bob
yeah, they
Mackie
do.
or Vera Wang.
Yep, they do.
I think she designed 2 Barbies for Mattel. One was the wedding dress Barbie. What happened? What happened?
Who likes his Barbies naked?
Look at your guest.
Oh,
Barbie.
come on, John.
I got
man.
Barbies. I got the little. She looked like she had a rough night. She was out with Ken. She was out doing nefarious things with that Ken. And look at I buy Barbies. They, for some reason, they go to a lot of Russians love these Barbies, and I get them, and I'm with you, my man. I'm not throwing rocks because I got a whole tote of them over there. I paid $10 for, and I take them and I put them in lots, and they go to Russia for some reason. I don't know what's going on over there, but those guys love Barbies. Here's another. Hey, we're throwing out Barbie facts. I'm gonna throw a Barbie fact out because I got my man's back over there. There's a head mold called Sophie that if you find the Sophie face Barbie that they sell for crazy money. I'm shipping a Barbie out today with that face. I sold it for like $50. True story.
Right. Yeah. Thrifting Goomba said I'm pimping out the loose Barbies.
Pimping Barbie.
That's what my Barbies look like.
They look like they've had a rough night.
Hey, let me show y'all this Barbie right here. And you know, I don't care about competition, man. But I think Glass City found one of these last year.
Yeah.
This Barbie right here. If you find this Barbie out of all the world princess Barbies, this the Barbie you want. It's the Princess of the Vikings. This Barbie right here, you're gonna get $90 off of it.
Nice.
Yeah, we had that one last year.
If you find this Barbie, you want to get it. Do not leave it. If they saying you can have it for $20, $25, or even $40, get it.
Do you remember the different labels they had, like the black label, the pink label, the gold label? So they were like treasure hunt Barbies. I never found one of them. I never was able to. I would look. I'd be in the Barbie aisle looking at Barbies, and some mother would come through and they would like shelter their kid away from me. Be like, take them and be like, let's get out of this aisle. We got the weird guy looking at all the Barbies. And at that time, I had long hair, so like. They were just like, no, we got to get out of this aisle because we got the fat guy with the long hair.
Barbie right here, and this is the last Barbie I'm going to show.
Sure.
Because you mentioned the labels. This Barbie right here, this is a silver label Barbie.
Nice.
And this is the Barbie romance collection. So you're right. They have the pink label, the silver label.
Yeah.
And,
I know my Barbies. You ain't the only guy in this chat that knows Barbies.
Right. Well, good, man. That's what we're talking about.
I know my Barbies. Just one of us probably looks a little bit more,
Thrifting Goomba wants to know what's the average sale price
for
and
Barbie.
what's the average price for those?
Average probably $70.
Yeah, that's what we were getting. I got all of our Barbies literally down the street. I was coming home from work one day. Someone's having a garage sale, and I saw a bunch of Barbies. So, I got them for like $7 to $10, and we were selling them for $70 and up on Amazon.
Yeah, I was watching a dude on YouTube. I mean, he got a nice following, and he was like, if anybody want these Barbies, just give me a call. You can come over and pick them up because Barbies don't sell. And I'm like, man, I wish you were closer.
Yeah, right. That's crazy. That's insane. I tell you what, though, that's something that you can put the APB out, and you can find a lot of Barbie still in the boxes because
Yeah,
they're out there, and
yeah,
people who collect them know what to buy. So you know that if you're buying a collection, if you can get it cheap, you know you're getting the good stuff most likely.
yeah. That's normally what I do, John. I was listening to you putting that information out earlier, about how you just send out the blast, and then some people reach out to you. I have a lady right now. She have 800 Barbies, and the only reason I don't have some of those in my possession is because she had a relative that got sick in the last couple of days, and we had to call off our meeting.
Oh yeah.
But I can't wait to see her.
Yeah, man, that would be freaking crazy. That would be an awesome video. I bought 800 Barbies and have you standing in front of a wall of Barbies flexing like this, with them arms up, and that'd be amazing. Viral video, million views, $6,000 in your bank account.
Just make sure you got your hours in first, so then you can get that monetization.
Right.
I think the better thumbnail in that situation is to strip down to your boxers, go in the bathtub, and cover yourself in Barbies.
That would be good too.
Yeah,
dude, that would work. I guarantee that.
That would work.
I would click on that video so fast I'd break my mouse. I'd be like,
"Do not encourage that."
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of people in the chat would love to see Buffalo Picker laying down like that,
covered in
a bed of Barbies.
Hey man,
man. On that note, man, y'all tripping. Y'all man. We ain't doing that around here. Stay with them like that. Y'all tripping now.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer Thrifting Goomba message about what year I stay from. I don't stay from any year, man. If it's a Barbie and it's in good condition, I buy it.
In the box, yeah.
Yeah. I don't want loose Barbies. I don't want toe-up boxes. I mean, because then you're gonna have to loop them all together to try to make a sale. When if you get a good box with the Barbie inside, then you can do an individual sale and make good money.
Yeah. I box them. I sell them in lots of 50, and I normally get about $2 a piece out of them.
Right. I turn them down, man. I had a lady today that I bought some Barbies from. She was like, "Well, just take them all." I was like, "I got too many of those. You can keep those. I just want the good ones."
Might be, if you could get them, might be good to donate to, like, if you have like a local home for kids or something like that. Right. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I definitely keep that in mind for the next go round, because I'm sure I got like 6 people right now on hook that I'm supposed to meet up with. So
yeah,
they have some. I definitely keep that in mind.
Dude, and I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with you collecting man. If that's your niche, that's your niche. At least you know the ins and outs about. You know what I mean? That's
right.
That's your thing, man. Make money.
Yeah, man. Chose me, man. I didn't choose
$50 and make money.
He didn't choose that life. That life chose him.
That's right. Play with them dolls.
I'm kind of curious. How did you get into the whole Barbie thing? What was the first Barbie?
It's been a lifelong passion of him. He's from the time he was born. He turned away from playing with the GI.
Way back. He that Barbie.
Joes
and the He-Mans and decided.
Run the short.
Of course, I cut out there. I was going on a riff there.
Hey man,
before I cut out
that I was new in eBay. I was just trying to find something to sell, man. I was just like, on Let Go, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, just trying to find something to sell. And this lady, she was getting ready to move from Georgia to New York, and she had like 30 Barbies she just wanted to sell. So I tried my, 12th grade negotiation skills with her, and next thing I know, she was like, she went all the way from $40 a Barbie to $15 a Barbie.
Dang.
And I went on and cut the deal, man, and that was like my first major deal was the Barbies. And I just got hooked after that. Once I seen I could flip those Barbies from $15 to $65, $70, I was hooked after that, man.
Heck yeah, man. There's two things that I have two rules when it comes to reselling. I won't resell anything that goes against my conscience, and I won't sell anything that's illegal.
Right.
And those are the only two things I won't sell.
Everything else, fair game.
Fair game.
I still like my version of Buffalo Picker because I believe it's the truth. I don't think he met some woman. I think that woman met him and said, "Hey, listen, man, put all the Barbies, bro."
Gil, man.
hey, Buffalo.
It might have been a flip situation. He was like, "Man, I gotta get rid of these Barbies," and he started listening to Barbies on Facebook.
Someone came up, I gotta thin the collection out a little bit.
Someone came up and was like, "I'll give you $50 a Barbie," and he's like, "Nope, I'm gonna sell myself."
Hey, really, Ron? That's where I'm at right now. Because if you could see around this room, I'm thinking like that now. I got to get rid of these Barbies. So
it's funny. It's funny.
So Q4 come around.
Yeah. No, he's like, he didn't give it away. He's like, man. He's like, what am I going to play in my bathtub with?
I want to send him. I want to send him a
bathtub with.
I want to send him a box, and it's going to have My Little Ponies in there because I think that would be something that he would do exceptionally well with.
I think he would. Mentally, it's a little bit movement up from the Barbies. You can actually put clothes. There's no requirement of clothes on them.
It's next year.
Little big dog started kid. Look at Eric. Eric from Ohio. I hear you out there, Eric. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and end this show, guys.
That's gonna end it.
Coming on, Kel, you're welcome at any time, man. And I want to thank my special guest, Nevermore Antiques, Big John, and I want to thank Ron from Burgundy Sales. Make sure y'all go out and check out his rap video. Hey, if y'all got any plugs, man, go ahead and get them in.
That was awesome. I want to plug Ron's rap video. I watched it earlier, and that was hilarious. If you don't watch that, you're really missing out. Be sure to go over and subscribe to that dude. He's going to go places. I'm not, but he is.
many more to come. I'm getting the rap career started.
that was different, man. I'll tell you that.
That was the most unique thing. I'm going to post it. I'm going to share it out I'm sharing it out. I have a page. I have a couple pages that I run. One's my personal Facebook page, and I'm going to share it on my freaking YouTube page too, my community tab. That's good.
Yeah. You got anything, Kel?
Yeah, I just want to shout out. Sorry, guys. I think I'm gonna try to start doing some more stuff with Instagram instead, like IGTV. Since they're monetizing it, I'm gonna maybe try to bring some people on, do a show. 15 minutes long. 15 minutes is cool. Perfect time. It'll be fun. I feel like it'll be more funner than what I usually do on my YouTube channel, just because it's better. It's not better. It's more interesting. I think you can be more yourself on there without having people to judge you. You can either you don't have to do dislikes or likes. You just click away. And I also do want to shout out Buffalo Picker. Dude, I love you. I'm just kidding with you, kind of.
Yeah. It's all fun, man. It's all fun.
I'm not busting on him. I got strawberry shortcake glasses right here, man. I'm with you.
Well, that's different. That's what we used to play with in the 80s.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? I just like to thank. I'm just thankful to be hanging out with you guys on this Friday, man. It was a beautiful show, man. Hey, man, best believe I'm gonna go see if you were spitting them bars up there, Ryan Burgundy. I'm gonna go check you out. And never antique, man. I appreciate you, man, hanging out with us too, man. It was a good show.
You guys are awesome. I watch almost everything you guys do. If it isn't live, I come back and watch it.
I appreciate that, Ken. Your family around here, man. So we all family. But hey, man, go check out. We short some hits on these on this YouTube, man. We trying to get that grand up there. We short a few hits, man. So if you ain't subscribed, man, go subscribe, man, and say hi to us and say ding, ding, ding. Appreciate that, y'all. Glass City Pickers.
I do have to say one thing, man. Buffalo Picker. I was in the car coming back from. We went to the park to eat out there. And I was looking at your views on your most popular reviews, man. You it seems like you got really something good with the Amazon, because you have a couple of 4,500 views, 3,500 views. Man, you should, dude. You should, and the biggest one you had was the pallet one with 4,500. Man, you should probably try to do something more along that way again. Like, it seems like you have like an Amazon following.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah.
Anybody else got anything before we close it out? Hey, I want to give a big shout out to people that came through in the chat and hung out with us tonight. Reverend Resales, we didn't get to give you a shout out, but here you go. Devil Dog, you know you always welcome. Jennifer, thank you for running the chat. You and Donna May. Landsharp, Pickle, Triple G, Double OG, Triple G, thank you for coming out. I want to thank everybody for coming out to check out our show. We're going to do this show every Friday at 7:30. I'm trying to have different guests. The regulars like Thrifting Lounge, Devil Dog, you guys are in Cali Pickle. Y'all are always welcome to the show, no matter what we got going on. Just, let me know. You jump on in. Landsharp, Picker, you always welcome. But with that being said, you all have a blessed night. Stay safe. Still a nation.
Peace.
See ya.